And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today, on Fantasy Friday, we are heading into the world of LOTRO, Lord of the Rings Online. I hope you all are ready for a fun day today. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Today, we're going to go ahead and make our way into legendary Mirkwood. I did a lot of the pre for it at the end of the last stream. Did some questing in Lothlorien near the docks and such. And today we're going to head into legendary Mirkwood for the first time. Let me fix a few things here. There we go. That's much better. So, as is usual, every day is a hobbit's birthday, but we are the one who gets the presents. Beautiful night. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. If you notice, I have not only a silver but a gold one today to pick up. You get gold presents every week, and they're usually of a higher quality, usually get more rewards and such. So let's see what we get here. The silver present, and just some basic supplies, 50 virtue XP and a battle potion of restoration. And the gold, holy crap, we hit the mother lode. 2,000 virtue XP and 3 virtue acceleration tomes of 2,000 bonus virtue XP each. So you know what that we're going to do? We're going to consume one of those 2,000 XP things right now. So it's like figure out where the hell they are. I got 4 of them on me, so yeah, we'll consume one of those now. And if you look, and we'll go to my virtue XP chart here. See, we've got a bonus of 2,000 points remaining. So we'll go ahead and consume that 2,000. We'll make that disappear. So what can I get 4,000 on? Just want to make sure. Yeah, I can do wisdom. So we're currently at rank 12. And we've ranked all the way up to rank 16. Because we got the bonus XP. We got the 2,000. We got the bonus XP for the current in-game event, and then the 2,000 bonus XP from the thing. So I picked a 4,600 virtue trait on my wisdom, which definitely increased it, and that's good. And we can go ahead and sell these off real quick. There we go. So now we're going to head over here to the docks, and we're going to board the ship for legendary Mirkwood. Let me check these barterers here real quick before we head over.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
Okay, these are farmer recipes. There's a supreme one. Potent celebrant salves and aethleus salves. 426 to 448. That's definitely an increase. Galadrian ration. That's a good one. Let's go ahead. I don't know if I can pick them up, though, is the question. I don't know if I can pick them up and then pass them to my...
Hail! What brings you to Lorien?
Let's see here. Shield. Hauberk, that's... Metalsmith. Weaponry, runestones. Jeweler. Yeah, nothing here I can pick up. So where is there's the boat to work. What's on the other side? Alright. So let's go ahead and take the boat to Mirkwood. Okay. Ichad Syrian. And my goal is to request the Mallahadrim commander Feargrim. And I talked starting with his aide. Looks like he has 3 quests for me. Assault the gates, leaderless, they fall, and out of supply. So the first one is assault the gates.
Stay a moment.
There are a pair of orc fortifications defending the banks on the Anduin, which they call Durbas Stads. They lie immediately to our north. The other, Feljog, is a bit further to the south. One of our first objectives here is to eliminate these 2 fortifications so that our landing can continue unimpeded. We need to bolster our forces attacking the encampments, particularly the assaults upon their gates. You must choose one of them to assault. You cannot be in 2 places at once. Take its gate and hold it for as long as you can. We will send reinforcements there as soon as possible. And I'll be picking up some of the Mallahadrim bronze feathers. So I'm assuming there's bronze, silver, and gold. We'll figure that out later. Plus legendary item experience and increased reputation with the Mallahadrim. Well, I think I already have started. No, I have not started yet, so. Let's see. There we go. Let's add them to the tracker. See how far I am, if I am far. Yeah, I'm at neutral right now, so. Second quest is leaderless. They fall.
Mind my words, traveler.
The battle is well underway now, but time is not on our side, and we must hasten defeat of our foe by any means. The orcs and goblins here in the Mirk-eves are driven by Uruk war leaders who drive them into battle. Without these strong leaders to threaten to lead them into battle, the rest will fall aside in disarray and fear our strength. Take the battle to any of the Uruks whom you should encounter. Each one you defeat shall mean a swifter victory for us all. Okay. And the third and final quest is out of supply.
Mind my words, traveler.
The battle goes well thus far, but the orcs in the nearby fortresses are proving tenacious. It seems that they have also laid in supplies for a prolonged siege, should it come to that. But we cannot afford to be tied down here for so long, or the might of Dol Guldur shall push us back into the Anduin. We bid you to fight your way into those camps and destroy their supplies. This will both weaken the defense and ensure that none of them are able to retreat with valuable stores back to the Dark Tower. Complete this attack. Return to me here for further instructions. So it looks like I either want to go north or south. It looks like there's some more quests down here. There's the rewards vendors when I get higher rewards. A provisioner. And scout commander and lore master are over here too, so we'll pick up their quests as well. The forces mustering upon these shores must be cut off from each other, else our campaign will fail. And these are expedition quests. I have to complete. This is sort of like the entrance to Moria. If you remember that zone right outside of Durin's Gate, they called it an expedition. You had to complete those quests before you could move into Moria. Once you made access to Moria, the expedition itself moved in and those quests were gone. So that's what these are. First one is Bridging the Gap.
Stay a moment.
A fine day for battle, do you not agree? In any case, Fagurium has asked me with ensuring that we are not taken unaware from the south. There's a small river there with a few bridges leading to orc encampments on the far side. We cannot spare the forces to assault those fortifications, so we're going to take the bridges instead and prevent them from crossing over. I am certain that you can handle the straightforward tasks such as that, can you not? And the other expedition one is Disrupting Communications.
Stay a moment.
I have a little challenge for you. Do you see all those orc fortifications out there? They communicate with each other through trained runners, goblins usually, who carry messages from one to another. Defeat those messengers, then the communication will be disrupted. If you are fortunate, you might even capture a message or two from them, though they usually memorize the information they are supposed to deliver to avoid such issues. When you have done as I've asked, return to me here. Okay. And Lore Master has one
Mind my
quest for
words, traveler.
me. Seeing to the following. We have little time here before more wounded arrive, or those who have not been more sorely injured to pass into the west. We've not even had a chance to unpack our supplies as of yet. In the rush of landing, these fools have mixed the bandages and other healers' goods in with the rest of the crates. Need you to find the bandages in among the other supplies. Then see to as many wounded as you can, and quickly. Okay. So let me go ahead then and pick up some, search through the supply crates and pick up some supplies. Alright, where are the bandages? Well, I've got 4. And it looks like I've gone through all of the crates. Let me guess, the quest is bugged and I cannot continue. Boy, that would suck. It's an expedition quest, which I have to... here's somewhere. I have to complete it before I can move forward. There we go. Now I need to treat wounded elves. Thank you. I could not have done this as well myself, even were my arm not broken. Good. Elf grimaces slightly as you staunch the bleeding of a severe stomach wound. After you do the best you can, you move on, unsure whether he will live through the night. This soldier is having serious trouble breathing and cannot speak. You realize the left side of his chest has been nearly crushed by some massive blow. You bandaged some of his lesser wounds in order to comfort him, but he's clearly dying and beyond aid.
What do you need?
Your care for our soldiers is timely and much appreciated. For some rest and healing, most of them should be able to return to Lothlorien to recover in a few days. Those who cannot, we shall be reunited with in ages to come in the furthest west. And that instantly moved me up to up to neutral. That was good.
Will you lend me your ear?
Expedition lost in the fray. A handful of our soldiers have gone missing, and I fear they've been cut off from our forces during the initial rush of the assault. Keep a watchful eye out for any of them while you're out in the Mirk-eves, and lend them whatever aid you can if you do come across them. They are skilled warriors in their own right, but there are a great many orcs still roaming the area. Alright, looks like all the quests are clear, so we can head out. Alright, let's start making our way through the Mirk-eves. I think we'll head north and head toward this encampment area. Let me buff up because we are definitely in dangerous territory. I'll add that quest into the Black and Twisted Forest. That's completing quests in southern Mirkwood. Ha! New deed. Head count. Defeat enemies within the Mirk-eves. Whoa, the goblin hurler is attacking me. Alright. And I got a new deed, Orc and Uruk Slayer, the Mirk-eves. It's a 100-200 quest. And here's Durbar Stags, one of the evil strongholds of Mirkwood. Do not surrender the gate for 3 minutes. Also, it left me to hold it for the last minute and a half. Got it. I can do it. Alright, I have held the gate, so now we can move in and see about picking up some of the supplies and such. Oh, there's one of the war leaders. And there's the 2 war leaders that I need. And here are the last 2 crates. There we go. All right. So it looks like we've taken care of those quests. Now we need to find 3 goblin runners. We can. We'll go ahead and search for those. Let's see what we've got on our orcs trolls. Yeah, I don't see any goblin. There's no goblin runners on my tracker right now. So go head over this way. You're welcome. Looks like we're coming up on another one of the soldiers, or maybe one of the goblin runners parts. This is the spot. Okay. This might be the area where we'll start seeing the goblin runners. Ah, runner! There's one runner right there. Two runners down. Three runners down. Now I need to capture the two bridges. That's the sort of stuff I love. Guerrilla warfare. Me and my bow. Love it. Why am I still in combat mode? Here's the other stronghold. Falog. This bridge has already been destroyed. And it's bridging the gap. Okay, I'm headed the correct way. Here's the other bridge over here. And this bridge has already been destroyed. Okay, now I need to go find those two soldiers. Go ahead and take a quick second to power myself up again. Here we go. There's one soldier. Now I need to find the exhausted one. I've defeated 100 enemies already in the Mirk-eves. Nice. And now I have to wait for the exhausted soldier to spawn. That's the last thing I need. He should spawn momentarily. There he is. There we go. Alright, let's head back to the camp and turn all these quests in. And here we are.
What can I do for you?
These were the soldiers that were lost in the fray. It seems you've managed to recover our missing soldiers. Excellent. We cannot afford to lose too many soldiers this early in the campaign. We have a hard road ahead of us still. Looks like she has another quest for me.
Mind my words, traveler.
A daring rescue. I fear that a few of our number have been captured by the orcs, pathfinders who came across the river in silence before our attack to mark the landing spots and eliminate enemy sentries. Most of them have returned since we began our assault in earnest, but a few have not. nor have we seen any sign of their bodies.
Mind my words, traveler.
Which the orcs would have left to rot had they been slain. Thus I believe that they let live and are held captive nearby. Most likely you sent a fortification upon Amon Agadend, as they have not had time to move the prisoners to door with door. However, once we assault that fortress in earnest, we will certainly kill any prisoners they held there. If you can manage to get them out, Mallahadrim would be in your debt. I can do that. And bridging the gap, those are the ones that wanted me to find the bridges.
Megavonen.
The bridges were already down by the time you arrived? Typical orc cowardice. They cut them with the first sign of danger and saved us from the trouble even worrying about them for the moment. And that gave me level 61.
What can I do for you?
And disrupting communication, that was the orc runners, or the goblin runners. So, were you able to learn anything from the goblin runners? No? Do not fret. They are rarely interested in anything of import, and at this stage of the battle should not last long enough for anything we've learned for them to matter much. Our main goal is to cut them off from each other and leave them disorganized, and at that, you have performed admirably. Okay, let me, before I turn in the forward quests, let me get the expedition quest. Because those quests are different. These, just want to make sure, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that daring rescue. It's only about 300 meters away, it's not that far away. I'd like to take care of all of the expedition quests first, because those quests will disappear once I go past the forward. So when I turn them in, I'll lose them. Looks like it's up there. Yep. Looks like we're coming up to the entrance here. I feel like my head's on a swivel. Gordon sent you here? Well, I will not debate your bravery, but let us fly swiftly. Let us make haste. There shall be upon me at any moment. Ah, good. So let's head back to the Mallahadrim base and turn in that quest too, and see if there's any other expedition-related quests I need to do. Alright, looks like we've made it back to the base. Now I need to take a quick minute or two and help out my roommates. Let me get someplace safe over here. And I will be right back. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn some quests in first, and then I will do what I need to do.
Meg of Onan.
So the rescue attempt was a success? My thanks to you. Now Fulgrim can launch his assault upon that fortress at our fear of our brethren. And that looks like that's all of the expedition quests. Now we'll go ahead and turn these in. Assaulting the gates.
Megovanen.
Well fought. Now that the enemy is pinned within those fortifications, we can work on destroying them all together. Leaderless, they fall. That was the one they're taking out the Uruk War Masters.
Megovanen.
Well done. Your skills in battle match even those of the Mallahadrim. When most of the Uruk leaders fall, then the remaining forces of the enemy shall soon be driven back to Gold-Gur. And the last one
What do you need?
is out of supply. The supplies have been destroyed? Well done. Without those supplies of arrows and provisions, the orcs will not be able to hold out much longer, and the rest of our forces are coming ashore and moving further into the forest, even as we speak. I'm double checking real quick, no other quests have appeared. Because once I finish this area, I will not be able to come back. Three new quests. Barring the gate.
Will you lend me your ear?
We must ensure that the commanders of Dol Guldur cannot get reinforcements into the Mirk-eves during our assault upon the fortress. Any large number of troops would have to come through the Gost Tunnel, the gate upon which the road that leads to the west. The orcs still control it for now, but I am certain we will soon capture it as well. For the moment, I need you to see that the gate is made useless to them. Try to jam the mechanism by which it is raised and lowered on this side. It will not slow them down for long, and then our assault will be complete, and the Mirk-eves will be ours. Okay. Engines of war.
Mind my words, traveler.
We are nearly ready for a decisive assault upon Mallahadrim. My men have warned me that the set of siege engines lies in wait. Looking upon the steep paths, we must scale to take the fortress. To rush an assault under the reign of such dark engines would result in needless death and might even cause our assault to falter. If you can destroy those engines before we begin the assault, the orcs will have no choice but to face us in battle, where our value shall prove unmatched. The last one he has is feral flankers.
Will you lend me your ear?
A problem has arisen for the Mallahadrim, my friend. Our forces are being harried by groups of warg riders who are ranging throughout the Mirk-eves. Normally rely upon our speed and their superior skill in battle to assure victory even when outnumbered. But the warg riders' great speed allows them to harry and assault my soldiers at will. We need you to help thin out their numbers and keep them at bay, at least until we've secured the Mirk-eves from the enemy. When you've done this, return to me for further instructions.
What do you need?
Okay, we've got sail to the Mirk-eves. That's mariner. Guide to the Mirk-eves, which is hunter, which means acquaintance standing with the Mallahadrim, and I'm neutral, so I'm getting up there.
May I help you?
Traveler's cottages requires acquaintance standing. Ooh. Ooh. 30.4, no? Well, maybe. 31 will, 28 fate. What about Kurlon? Might and fate. Chico, agility. Ooh, 31 agility, 20 vitality, 109. Ooh. I'd give up 144 physical mastery, but I pick up 197 parry. Ooh. Some of these look interesting, some of these rewards. Leggings of the Scout, medium armor. Nope. Cauldrons of the Tree? No. Okay. Those earrings, though, when that was blade, looked interesting. Will vitality, agility, vitality, critical, and finesse. Thank you, Lord Work. I appreciate it, my friend. Vitality. Okay. We'll come back. Let's get going. Okay. Actually, I think I can... Let me double check something here real quick. By the way, it's official. I've been told I am an absolutely terrible person. So, just remember that. Alright. So we got 3 more forward quests. Oh, we need to rebuff up. Let's see if I can one-shot this guy. Ooh, yes! Oh, that's just part of the Feral Flankers quest. Okay. We need to head up this way. There we go. Sorry about that. Don't know if I can go up this way or not. Alright, looks like there's the gate that I need to take care of. Alright, the mechanism's been jammed. I need one more balliste. There it is. Yeah. Alright, let's make our way out of here and head back in and turn in these quests. Alright, here we are. First one is barring the gate.
Megovanen.
The glass tunnel has been jammed. That will not slow the orcs down for long, but it does not have to. Within hours, the enemy's fortification up there will have fallen, and I will welcome any assault they care to waste against us there. Engines of war.
Megovanen.
You need say nothing. I witness the smoke rising from the burning engines of the orcs with my own eyes. We shall begin the assault shortly. Before nightfall, some Mirk-eves shall be in our hands, and we shall continue our march upon Dol Guldur. And lastly,
Megovanen.
the feral flankers. While there are doubtless more of these beasts than their goblin masters in Dol Guldur, you have done well to thin their packs for the present. With the soldiers free to maneuver in small bands again, the orcs will be pinned down and unable to leave their camps for fear of assault. I'm going to take a quick minute here to clean out my inventory. That one's not no. One's not no. And that one's not no. No. Can't use. One-handed sword level 62, 30.4. I might want to save that. That I can't use. That I can. Damage kind of sucks though. Ooh, a gleaming bracelet. Take a look at that really quick here. 119 maximum morale, 1 combat power, we've got 190 resistance. No. Don't need the bow. 5 supreme jeweler cases, shared storage. Get rid of those. Five, 10, 15, 22. Yep. There we go. Okay.
Stay a moment.
Forward, hilltop assault. Many preparations have been made ready, but no small part due to your efforts upon our behalf. Mallahadrim is prepared to strike against the forces that overlook the Mirk-eves, and with this thrust we shall claim the banks of the Anduin as our own and drive the orcs forth. Will you aid us in this endeavor? If so, speak with me again when you are ready to depart. Completing this quest will end the assault upon the Mirk-eves, and any quests you have not yet completed will be cancelled and will no longer be accessible afterwards. Yep, it looks like we can go ahead and do it. Because I have no other quests that I need to do. I've done all of the other quests that are in the area. Pilgrim's force is ready to march. Will you join them? Battle awaits.
The Golden Host is preparing to bring the first act of their invasion on Mirkwood to a close with an all-out assault upon the hill overlooking the landing.
Now is the time for us to strike. The order commander atop the fortress within is our target. Should he fall, so falls the fortress to our claim. He will have prepared in body and mind. Then I shall begin the assault. And the troll falls. Looks like another troll has entered the battle. I've defeated 100 orcs and uruks so far since I've started this. Let them go ahead and burn him up a little bit. Got him. Victory, my brethren. The fortress is fallen and the road to Dol Guldur is ours. Your valiant strength has brought us this day. The fall of this cur, the orcs are broken, and no strength of theirs can stay our advance until we stand athwart the gates of Dol Guldur itself. This fort is ours now, and the orcs have been sent reeling back to cower at the heels of their masters in Dol Guldur. Now we must make haste to claim the roads that lie between the Mirk-eves and the Necromancer's dark board. I plan to make base amongst the ancient ruins of Imim Lums. May fate bring us together again there, for the days ahead shall be consumed with tumult and pain ere we reach our final goal. You have completed the invasion of Mirkwood Landing, and you are now free to explore further into the Mirkwood. Ah. Excuse me.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
I'm glad to see that you survived the opening stage of our assault. It is thanks to no small part to your efforts that our advance upon Dol Guldur has only been lightly impeded by the disturbance of the enemy. Our forces now advance through the forest of Mirkwood to claim Imlum, well to the east, but there's much to be done before we reach it. Gird yourself well, for the blackest of terrors yet stand before us. And I've now completed Volume 2, Book 9, Forward. Mallahadrim Gold Star Emblems. And 10 more Orchard, and 10 more LOTRO points.
The Golden Host is ready now to begin the passage into Mirkwood.
It was not easy, but we have made the crossing and expelled the orcs from their fort up among Angend. I hope we are not wrong in this. A great deal is at stake.
We have made the landing, but now the second party must cross.
Now you must return to Imnad Lalaith and tell Berglian that we have seized our first foothold across the river. It is time for the second party to cross, for it is they who hold the stealthy undertaking of bringing Mazog to Dol Guldur in trade for the dwarf prisoners. The launch officer, Kaelingoth, near the boats, will ferry you back to Lothlorien. I will see the rest of the preparations necessary for Echat Sirion to serve as a camp for our first excursions into Mirkwood. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn that quest in real quick. Bregalin will be glad to note that the first part of the invasion of Mirkwood's gone well.
The first crossing was a success then. Good, good.
That means it's time for the second, smaller company to cross the Anduin. I will bring you to meet them. After all, you'll be assisting these elves with the transports of Mazog to Dol Guldur, and the way will be fraught with danger. Let me know you when you are ready, and I will introduce you to them.
Are you ready to meet the party responsible for bringing Mazog to Dol Guldur?
This is a solo quest and cannot be completed with a fellowship.
The Golden Host of Lothlorien has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second smaller party must follow in its wake. These are the elves of the Hidden Guard, chosen to bring the prisoner Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur.
Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined that the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago as they once did. They have selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through the Mirkwood to Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy in that fortress. I will bring you to these elves, the Hidden Guard, as they make their preparations. This way, I will introduce you to the Hidden Guard. The Hidden Guard is composed of 5 elves chosen from their skill in various disciplines. You too will be a member of the Hidden Guard, and I know your help will be invaluable. Allow me to introduce Radir, Sigliath, and Archidor, 3 members of the Hidden Guard. Tell me about yourself. I learned the ways of the forest from our kin in the northern reaches of Mirkwood, and that place holds little fear for me. What the enemy has wrought on the southern reaches of the forest fills me rather with anger and with sadness for the life that once sheltered there. I have planned a route through the forest that will permit us to bring Mazog almost to the very gates of Dol Guldur without being seen. I hope it is so. What can we expect in Mirkwood? The forest is dark and dense, and its paths are not to be lightly trod, but you need not fear overmuch, for I am familiar with its ways. I will bring you safely to the gates of Dol Guldur by secret ways the enemy knows not. Once we are there, however, we rely upon the other elves of the company. My skills in tracking, not in battle. If the exchange does not go well, it may come to fighting. It may come to fighting. Well, if it must, it must. And what do we know about Dol Guldur? In the far reaches of southern Mirkwood, the fortress of Dol Guldur stands atop a rocky height. It was a stronghold of the enemy for the time, and is still his evil festers there. I walked there once, long ago. The memory is grim, and were it not for my companion on that journey, I would have despaired. If all goes well, we will not need to tread where I once did, and for that I am grateful. I am as well. It is a pleasure to meet you. I know that you'll be a great asset to us upon this errand. We're here to bring the orc leader to Dol Guldur with the hope that we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners. We must do so in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist a determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. And Sigliath? Tell me about yourself. There's little to tell. I have lived long in Lorien, and in all that time I have not seen much an endeavor as that of the Golden Host. If any of its aims come to pass, it will seem to me a wonder. But I vow to see the will of the Lord and Lady in all things, for they have shown me kindness and beauty as such in measure, and I would not have believed were I not witness to it myself. I believe it. And where did you get your knives? I crafted these knives myself, friend. This one is called Ignekgisil, for its sharp point can pierce even the air, and this one is Lanchigil, for its edge can have a whisper. They are the last knives I will ever make, for all others would be less. For each orc I slay, I will carve a mark on the hilt of the knife that deals the killing blow, and I will gift Lancashire and Yggdrasil to the Lord and the Lady when the grips are completely filled with these narcs. A very worthy gift. I am Sigliath, and I already know of your deeds. You are welcome to accompany us upon this errand, though I have my doubts as to its wisdom. It is a sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own to the cages of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his allies seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it is not the place of Sigliath to question. And a Cherador. Tell me about yourself. A short time ago I visited the halls of Thranduil and spent days feasting and conversing with our cousins in northern Mirkwood. My brother Fenris was slain while I was away. Mazog will not leave my sight. If he gives even one reason to do so, I will end him. Lady Galadriel must agree with this, for why else would she speak on my behalf to Lord Celeborn? I wonder. And what do you think of this mission? I think it is foolhardy to return Mazog to his allies, no matter how many dwarves might be saved. But I doubt that also that Mazog will ever reach Dol Guldur alive. He will surely try something on the journey, and I, our Cherador, will be there to end his life. I will delight in my vengeance and shed no tears for a plan unrealized. Perhaps. My brother Fenris was slain by the orcs that came down from the mountains following the company that sought refuge in the Golden Wood recently, and I desire to end Mazog's life myself. It pains me to know that we must turn him over to his allies, and I have argued long against it already. I petitioned Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoner, but he denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him did he change his mind. I do not know what she said, but I am grateful to her for it. Now I will keep a close eye on Mazog for the duration of the journey, and if he gives me even the slightest of reasons, I will take my vengeance upon him. The elves of the Hidden God were chosen for their varied expertise in a number of areas. Siglith for her skill in melee, and Ragir for his tracking. Were my decision, I might have let Erchidor join the main force of the Mallahadrim rather than the Hidden Guard, given the recent tragedy of his brother's death. But I'm sure Lady Galadriel had her own reasons for speaking on his behalf, and believes he will be an important part of the Hidden Guard. I will bring you to the rest of the company. Isuriel and Cochirion. Isuriel was offered the strategic oversight of the Golden Host and turned it down. I do not know why exactly, but believe she thought others might have been better suited for her leadership. Cochirion, tell me about yourself. It has been my honor to provide food for the feasts of Lothlorien, and in recent days to guard its brothers from the orcs stirred out of Moria. I fought alongside Haldir and his brothers to keep the passes of Fangir Hall free from evil. Very good. And what do you think of this mission? I do not know if victory is possible, but I will meet the challenge standing upright, with Kumadiath bent, his strength taut. We cross the river and bring the fight to the very lawns of the enemy. While the Golden Host launches an attack, the Hidden Guard will deliver their charge to the gates of the fortress and demand satisfaction. If fortune is on our side, one of our aims at least will end in victory. We will be better for the trying, even if we should fail. Welcome. We are the Hidden Guard, formed by the order of the Lord and Lady, and it is our mission to bring Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur, there to trade his life for those of the prisoners held in that fortress. Secrecy is our watchword, and surprise our ally. Isuriel has told me already of your great deeds, and I know you will be a vital member of the good Hidden Guard on this journey. And Isuriel, tell me about yourself. I am a stranger to war and battle, friend, and I am proud to say so. To learn the secrets of our shared past and the knowledge that comes from wisdom is my aim, not the doing of great deeds. I hope to bring the perspective of history and my knowledge of the lore to bear as part of the Hidden God. For prowess in combat, we will need to rely on Erchidor or Sigliath. And I too will help. What can you tell me about Mirkwood? Radir has chosen a route through the forest that should bring us to Dol Guldur in secret, but there will still be dangers upon the way. Evil still lie in Dol Guldur, it is said, and a great cloud spreads from those grim reaches. We will have secrecy on our side, but we must not be lulled into complacency. The way will still be fraught with perils, not the least from Mazog himself. Still, he does hate us. And what can we expect from Mazog? He remains a dangerous foe, even in captivity. We will meet the dwarves escorting Mazog once we make the crossing of the Anduin. They will not let down their guard, and neither should we. And I'm certain Mazog will try to escape, or worse, at some point on the journey. I wonder if that is our real peril, or will it be the keeping of Ichidor from slaying him once it happens? The road is long. Meg Gavanen, it is good to see you again, and I welcome you to the ranks of the Hidden God. The knives of Sigliath, the bow of Cochurian, and the path knowledge of Radur, and the strong will of Erchidor will see this mission through, and the friendship between Mora and Lothlorien will be stronger for it. Let the enemy quake when he learns of the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden God, until we be at the gates of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazog. It will be my pleasure to guide the Hidden God across the river on this, the first step of the journey. May it end in victory. We have made the crossing. The dwarves should be just ahead with their captive. Let us greet them and discuss the plans for our journey. I hope Broyan and the dwarves understand the importance of the Saren secrecy. The dwarves of the Iron Garrison are not known for their subtlety. Dwarves and their captives are just ahead. I fear they have been waiting a little while. Hail, dwarves of the Iron Garrison. I am Radir of Lorien. You already know my ally, Shanchantra, a hunter of great worth and bravery. We do. I am Broyan, son of Broger, and these are our brothers, Greyhammer. We go to Dol Guldur to trade the orc Mazog for the freedom of my cousin Bori. Am I to understand you know the paths of this unpleasant forest? I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. The elves of my company, the Hidden God, will bring Mazog there by these paths. You will not make it a league. The orcs of Mirkwood will descend upon you and free me. Haha. He is frightened, though it be not of us. Think you so, Elisa? It is the strength of we dwarves that frightens him. Surely it is. No, Broyan. Mazog is feared of being brought to Dol Guldur. That I agree with. But why? Are his allies not there? What could cause him to fear that place? That makes me all the more eager to bring him there. Let him quake upon the road. Come here, Shajatra. At last we are underway. You have faith in these elves as Hidden God, then I will as well. May our journey through Mirkwood be swift, and our return trip be even swifter, with Bori and the other captives hale and hearty. Let us see the camp these elves have made. There will be little in the way of dwarf comfort here in these dark woods, but I will do the best that I may not to complain. A great journey awaits us.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
May both aims of the Mallahadrim see victory in the end. The rescue of the prisoners held by the enemy in Dol Guldur and the delay of an attack out of Mirkwood upon Lothlorien. We will do all that we can to see that both of these are done.
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
Chapter 2. Rumor of Mazog. We must ensure that the orcs of Mirkwood do not learn of Mazog's presence beneath the eaves, or they will surely launch an attack upon us in such a number that we cannot repel them. To the southeast are 2 forts in which the orcs of Mirkwood maintain a watch over this part of the forest. Search any coffers you find at Mathrul Ulur and at Shuz Malflug for orc communications, and defeat any of the Toglush that you find in the Mirk-eves as you do. If you can return to me with any plans or messages that mention Mazog, we can determine how to proceed. If they are aware that we have brought him out of Moria, we may need to act quickly to survive. And Falagon has a quest for me.
Mind my words, traveler.
Patrolling the beach. We took the orcs by surprise when we landed and quickly routed them into the forest. However, we believe that they may either have another camp nearby or are preparing a retaliatory assault, for we have recently seen goblin scouts on occasion. We have dispatched our own patrols to find their camp, but thus far have been unsuccessful. If you would, scour the Mirk-eves for these elusive scouts. Perhaps they carry some clues to their camp's whereabouts. They have mastery of stealth, so it may be difficult to find them. Also, you should speak with Telephil, Tethafanel, and Faronio here in Ichad Syria. They may have other tasks for you. That's my interaction with the Mallahadrim is still neutral. There's our Telephonel.
Mind my words, traveler.
It is good that you have come. Our forces swept through this area like a storm, but we were unable to signal our kindred in Lothlorien that all went well. If you would, I have a task for you. Take this banner to Falun, the ruins of the Orc Tower overlooking the Anduin to the south of here, and brace it with stones. Surely you will find a suitable pile of stones there. When a banner flies for our kindred to see, return to me. And Farinel has a quest.
Stay a moment.
If you have a moment, I would speak with you. Our forces landed recently upon the shore and drove off the orcs after a mighty battle. However, many dark creatures have been seen lingering upon these shores still. Many wargs and Crabane warned the Mirk-eves, undoubtedly spying for the enemy at Dol Guldur. The eyes of Dol Guldur must be blinded to our movements. If you would purge the Crabane and the wargs, I would be most grateful. But be wary upon your task, for the goblin scouts also roam the beaches, and they may ambush you. Alright. And I now have a Beast Slayer deed from here. And it is a 100-200. Let me go ahead and buff up before we continue on. Oh. Oh! Oh shit. Oh no! Mournful. Great. Well, that helped. Got him. Woo! I was not prepared for that one. 6 tattered shadows. Nice. We got 94 of them again. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to go bug Amelia. I'm gonna need her. All right. Calm down, Frank. You can relax a little. All right, there's the spies. Oh, there's a Mirkwood boar. Oh, there's Black Tusk. Oh, there's one of the orc leader's coffers. You search the coffer but find nothing that mentions Mazog. Oh, and there's another named boar, or named ward, I should say. Take him out. Got him. There's a rock pile that I need to go ahead and put the banner up. There's the banner. Looks like the bridge has been rebuilt. take care of this work scout. That's 5 of them. New deed, uncovering the ruins of Mirkwood. Okay. I always like new deeds, and there's a treasure chest. Can I open it? Minimum level 90, so I can't even open it yet. Alright, so there's this work scouts. Alright. Now I need to collect tokens, and I need to find the coffer. Head this way. You can get a few more of these ward scouts in the way, because they also drop magnificent hides too, which I can definitely use for my crafting. Oh crap! Harrowing Wraiths. Okay, so this is the lesser wraith. So I took care of the small fellowship wraith already. That's good to know. Figured they'd give me the harder one first, right? Why am I not hearing any music? I got the music set. Let's. There we go. Ooh. Haha. Always nice when you can take out a boss. There's the Orc Leader's coffer right there. Inside the coffer, you find a letter addressed to Mazog. I tweaked their noses considerably. Alright, so now I need to find 3 goblin scouts. Well, let's see if I can find them this way. Let's see if I can track them. There's 2 of them nearby. There's one right there. Alright, so there's what? Somebody's skulking near me right there. Let's see if I can find that third one real quick. I was heading the right way. What do you know? Bingo. Very, very good. Alright, so we can head back to the camp. Oh, we need to pick up the stable master and the milestone here too.
Megavannon.
And the milestone, which will go ahead and replace Shadowed Refuge.
How can I be of service?
This is the quest for establishing a foothold. Welcome back. You have planted the banner? Then all is well. Once the threat of the siege is lessened, Lord Celeborn will muster a greater force to join us. And Falagorn? Or Falasgorn?
Megovanen.
These tokens bespeak of several encampments, and I will send scouts out immediately to find them. Remain here, though. I may yet have a task for you.
Will you lend me your ear?
Enemy upon the threshold. While you were gone, one of our scouts discovered the location of an orc encampment to the south and another to the north. However, these tokens you brought me belong to 4 different tribes or companies. I fear there are other camps we may have not yet found. While I send out more patrols to find the other encampments, you should travel to Ichad Glemadud near the orc camp and speak with Glemadud, the chief scout there. He will give you further instruction. You should also speak with Emiliadir here in Ichad Sirion. He was involved in the initial attack against Durburg Stars, and he may know more about the remnant of the orcs there. We must be caught unaware between enemy forces. And Alfheim has the that's a rumor of Mazog. That's the chapter 2 quest.
Let me see what you have found.
You found a report addressed to Mazog in the coffer of an orc leader in Azur's Malfalurk? Let me see what it says. Fortune is with us, my adventurous hunter. These orcs do not yet know we have captured Mazog and brought him into Mirkwood. They think he still resides in Moria. The errand of the hidden god remains secret. But a problem arose while you were away. Luth Greyhammer, a dwarf of Broyan's company, has become increasingly agitated about the plans of the Golden Host. Speak with him here at Ichad Sirion, if you would, and assure him that we are doing all that we can to make this journey a safe one. His family has many grievances with the orcs, but I fear the Greyhammers may do us ill if they do not keep their heads about them. That I can definitely understand. And this is the enemy upon the threshold. These are one of the 2 people that I need to do sub-quests for.
What do you need?
Yes, Falsagon is correct. I could so certainly use your assistance.
Mind my words, traveler.
Lay of the land. Hail! Falsagon was right to send you to me. The orcs of Dol Guldur mustering in the Mirk-eves were well nigh destroyed, but a few survived and hold up in the ruins of their encampments, attempting to regroup against us. One such encampment is Durbur Staj, which lies just north of Eched Syrian. While the encampment was severely damaged in our first assault, it may still only be entered through the 2 gateways. Gurdroth find the gateways into Durbur Staj and determine which one is the least heavily guarded. It is upon that gate that we shall lead our assault. And there's Luth Greyhammer. Let me talk to him real quick.
At last, someone who will listen to me.
I might have known it would be you. You are held in great esteem by my lords Boasty and Broker, and have proved yourself a friend of the Iron Garrison. You'll be a friend, too, of the Greyhammers. These other elves do not have the experience with the orcs as we Greyhammers do. Well, they seem to be understanding enough when I recount the many grievances my family has suffered at the hands of Mazog and his forebears, but I can tell that they think I exaggerate. Do I exaggerate the wounding of my grandfather Thormir at Azenbulzur, walked away with a limp ever after? Or the curse levied against my father Tadri by Bolg himself, that he never again find valuable ore in the deeps? I just want these other elves to acknowledge how dangerous Mazog is, even in captivity, and to post a Greyhammer sentry wherever he is being kept. You go back and tell Ephemerbes that. My family deserves a summer after all the hurts Mazog and his kin have brought upon mine. That sounds fair and reasonable. I can do that.
Mazog will account for all slights in time, both real and imagined.
I see. I admire the determination of the Greyhammers, and I'm sure that Luth and the rest of his family will be a great help to the Golden Host. But I hope he will not spend more time with his duties and less time explaining the very grievances he bears against the orcs. We have all suffered at their hands, and Luth no more than the rest of us. Archidor might say he has suffered less than some. But Mazog will account for all slights in time, both real and imagined. Radir spoke with me while you sought the dwarf. It is time to bring Mazog deeper into the Mirkwood.
Radir has planned a course through Mirkwood that avoids some of its overt dangers.
But this first leg may be treacherous. Vathi has chosen winds through the devoted marshlands of the Drownhold. He names it Raid Syniad and tells me it should be free of orcs. But Radir spoke of other hazards, the like of which we may not expect. Spongy earth that clings to the foot, thickets of briars that will catch clothing and armor and break your concentration. Great pools of stagnant water that can slow your progress to a crawl. You and the other members of the Hidden Guard will need to be cautious of these and other dangers. Few travel through the Drownhold unless they have very good reason to do so. Keeping beneath the enemy's notice until Mazog is at his doorstep is one such reason. Speak to me again and I will show you the rest of the company for this leg of the journey. And I've gotten 10,000 reputation with the Mallahadrim and have made acquaintance. Which is another 10? 5. Okay, before I continue with that quest, though, let's go ahead and come up here to Fountainhell and turn in some of these quests that I have.
What can I do for you?
Very good. It'll be long ere the eyes of Dol Guldur will be fixed upon us. Perhaps by then the rest of our forces will have joined us. See, I am now acquaintance with the Mallahadrim.
What do you need?
Can I pick up some of this stuff? I can pick up some of this stuff now. So let's see. Will, Fate, Might, Fate, Vitality, Agility, Vitality, and Parry rating, and as a damage increase. So we'll grab that blade and equip it. Cloak of the Grey Hammers. Ooh. "33 might, 21 fate, 22 vitality, and +2 stealth." Also an extra 30 armor. My defenses are... My physical mitigation is capped, so I really... we'll hold on to it for now, I guess. We'll move it over here and store it. Double check my task. It's still 45. Okay. So we can go ahead and sell these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ba-dum. Okay. Let me see if there's any other rewards that I want. Let me check here. Galok. Might, vitality. Agility, vitality, crit, and finesse. And leggings of the scout? No. Okay. Alright, we're good for now. Okay, so we need to check the 2 gates to the north here and see which one is the least defended. Oh, crap. Shadowy again. That's one reason why I like being a blue line hunter. I can move and shoot. Keeps me safe. Red line does more DPS, but red line is also a stationary, and I like being able to move to help keep especially those wraiths off me. And it looks like after this session, I'm going to have to spend some time crafting and getting with my my cook. This gate is definitely heavily guarded. Oh, and they're level 65. I don't even want to mess with them. It looks like to the north is the other gates. We'll try to avoid these and scout that other gate. This gate is only lightly guarded. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. There we go, puppy. I got puppy. Yes, I got puppy. Yes, you go, puppy. Oh, there we go. There's the good puppy. There's the good puppy, Buster. Up. There we go. You're okay. Yes, you are. You good boy. Oh, good boy. Buster, good boy. Yes, he is. You okay, Buster? This is the puppy dog, Buster. He's a good dog. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy, waggle tail. Oh, good boy, waggle tail. Yes, he is. He good boy. He good boy. Okay. There you go. Hi, Neo. Hi, Neo. Yes, it's good. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and... let's go ahead and turn in this quest here. And do this. There we go. That way you can see the game better.
How can I be of service?
You met resistance at both gates? Tell me more.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
It appears we may take advantage of the weaker defenses at the eastern gate of Durburg-Stads. It is time to test their strength. Enter Durburg-Stads by the eastern gate and engage the enemy there. Test their mettle, then return to me. We may learn of something about the encampment which may aid us. All right. We'll go ahead and head over there. And I need to defeat 15 to test their mettle. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try to avoid those gate guards if I can. I don't want to pull that force upon me. I couldn't survive. Ooh. Let's see if I can take him out. Oh, crap. Oh, double crap. I'm not damaging him. This is not good. Okay, we are going to make a... Oh, crap. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. We are making a hasty retreat. Because he's draining my power, too. Okay, that is not good. Luckily, I can finish the quest. At least I hope I can finish the quest. And he got me. That's not good. Where did I end up? Okay. Let's see, I only need one more of the servants of the enemy to complete that quest, so let's go ahead and see if I can do that real quick here. Ah, that was not good. That was very, very bad. But I honestly have not died very often with this character, so that's a good thing. And that's 15 servants of the enemy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead now. We can warp back to Eched Syrian. And we can turn in these quests. Engaging the enemy. He was the one who asked me to turn around and take care of those.
How can I be of service?
You have returned. What did you learn?
Stay a moment.
We have learned much from your foray in the Durbeck Stars. First, we have learned that the troll of a strange kind rages among the forces of the enemy. Secondly, we learned that the orcs are led by a black Uruk named Uzulkulsam. Tethril here at Uchad Sidrian will speak with you more about the troll. She's had more experience in dealing with such creatures and may have some insights for you. But I want you to enter Durzak Styles through the Eastern Gate once more and confront Uklzam. With his defeat, the forces of Durbuk Stags should fall apart. Yay. And there's 10 quests into the Black and Twisted Forest. How am I doing deed-wise? There we go. We're doing good. We are definitely making some progress. And we can go ahead and get rid of those. Okay. Well, I do believe, looking at the old ticker-tocker on the wall, that it is time for me to end my stream. So, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. I think we had a very good time. We accomplished a lot in Mirkwood, had a death or two, and tried to stay out of trouble. Failed miserably, but at least tried. But again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. My next scheduled stream will be this Sunday for SWTOR Sunday. I will have some news before I start my stream, because we had there was a dev stream that I watched part of, and I'm going to finish watching it, and I'll do a quick little news report at the start of the stream. They talked a little bit about the new update 7.7 and some of the UI and quality of life changes that are coming to Star Wars The Old Republic. So if you're interested in that, please come by. But I'll be doing Lord of the Rings Online again this Monday. And hopefully I won't die. Dying is kind of bad. But again, I thank everyone for joining me today. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care of yourself. And I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.